Glorious day to you, my friends. Welcome to Shine, Stargate Heart, Illuminate Your Natural Essence, where we are spending time with our inner being, exploring our inner being, allowing it to share with us. And we're doing this by chanting Om Mani Padme Hum Nyakoroto Utorio Shokoto 108 times. Nahasaya Katakaryata. Om Mani Padme Hum is a magical chant. At the most basic level, Nyakasa Atakaryata Atitakaryata. Om, the primordial sound of the universe. Mani, jewel or pearl, as in Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, the jewel city, Nyaka Askatakirya Chahatar. Padme, lotus, Nyakatara Arshahiketukuru Hum. I am. Nyarashka Atakaryata, Hisa Akatakaryata Hatitukuryoto. So, I am the jewel of the lotus. And this lotus is the path of the lotus, the Kundalini rising, as this analogy of the lotus, as it starts out with the muck and the mire down in the mud, as the seeds are planted there, just like your being, your consciousness, and then it comes through out of the earth and into the water, and reaches up to the surface of the water, and then blossoms at the crown, in the crown, in 1,000 petals. It's really an infinite number of petals, so that it can receive the light from above, because it does really want to live on the surface of the pond and receive all its nutrients there, just like our inner being, our consciousness. So we're chanting this chant 108 times, and we're using the mala of joy. And in the mala of joy, we break up the 108 seeds into 9 groups of 12. And each of these 9 groups represents one of the chakras in our Merkaba, our light body, our ascension vehicle, our chariot. And at the bottom of our Merkaba, Vasundhara. Then we move up to Muladhara, our root chakra, the earth chakra. Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra, the water chakra, where the self is established. Manipura, the jeweled city, the solar plexus chakra. Anahata, the heart chakra. Vishuddha, the throat chakra, the sound chakra. Ajna or Agnya, the third eye chakra. Sahasrara, the crown chakra. And at the top of our Merkaba, Vyapini, the soul star chakra. Askaheya Saakatiyareta, the goddess who is everywhere. And these 12 seeds in each of the 9 groups, we break that into 4 groups of 3, which is modeled after Samavriti Pranayama, box breath, where for a count of 3, or the first 3 days, or the first 3 chants, we are breathing in the energies of the chakra. For the next 3 days, we are holding our breath with a full set of lungs. With all that energy we breathed in, we start to play with it. We start to explore it. We start to excite it. We start to ignite it. What does it mean to us? And we're on day number 90, which is the 3rd day of this holding of the breath, of exciting the chakra. We'll get back to that in one moment. Now, the next 3 days, 3 seeds, or count to 3, we are breathing out and radiating out this energy. as it means to us in our conscious mind as well as our inner being. When in fact our inner being is really doing the radiating. In the last 3 days, or the last count of 3, we are holding our breath with an empty set of lungs. We are embodying the energy. We are become present with it. We're grounding it. This is also modeled after the state of the subatomic particles. It's also modeled after the excitation of electrons around a nucleus. It does have its high excited state, and it also has a grounded state, its lowest energy state. So we're working on Sahasrara, and we are subtly dealing with or being inspired by the excitement of our crown chakra. Yesterday we posed the question, being the righteous ruler, how do we envision being the righteous ruler of our reality? Today I want to pose the question, while I'm talking, while we meditate, let's just set that aside and let our inner being show us what it means. What is our kingdom? What is our reality? Each and every one of our chakras, we're allowing our inner being to show us a perspective of it, of how our inner being wants to live through us, without fear, without guilt, without shame, without grief, without lies, without illusion, without attachment, freely, lovingly. Water is life, my friends. But our conscious mind a lot of times gets in our own way. So we're going to ask our inner being how it sees our kingdom. And the way I see it is, if it's in your awareness, it's your kingdom. Whether you're creating, whether you're manifesting. And to me, maybe we ask our imagination. We'll interact with Ajna, our imagination. How do we wish to see our reality? In our, I don't necessarily want to say the perfect world, but in our imagination, how do we see our abundant life? How do we see our interactions with others? How do we see our interactions with ourselves? How do we see ourselves in the mirror in our dream world, in our most hopeful imagination? In our most blissful imagination, our most satisfied imagination. Let's use satisfied. All those other words, they carry a lot of work. But our inner being sees everything so simply, so lovingly as well. So maybe our inner being can share with us this vision of the ease of life and the ease of abundance, and this joyous interaction with everyone, including ourselves. We are our own toughest critics. But there's so many times that we're looking for approval from other people instead of from our inner being. And after we spend a significant amount of time with our inner being, maybe we learn to live with it, us, our inner being. See, that's different. Living with it might be akin to giving up. But living with your inner being, Sihokotor urtotoro. Interesting. Nia rasa ayakatakatara artikiti. Besides our imagination, yakatakaran how it can be, ukturyushko uturu, si kuturya chohotarara. Maybe our inner being is going to help break down those barriers of doubt, urisahaya. Our barriers of, I can't do it, and maybe we can start to become the little engine that could, and maybe even the little engine that does. And maybe we'll find out when we're doing this, the little engine that is being. Hiska atar akihiaka sananata karatatira. Water is life, my friends. Niakatatar hatahira. Ashahaturu utuku urahatatiriata. Yep, that was it. Si ukutur anata katakariata. Everything else is for tomorrow. I'm here at beautiful Lassing Park. Haven't been here in a while. Atrasiata atar arananiriata. And a little bit of grass, a little bit of bay, a little bit of clouds, a little bit of haze, a little bit of blue skies. So, I invite you to relax. Whether you lie down or sit or do a moving meditation, I ask you to do so with a straight spine, so that the energy flows more freely. As we focus our awareness on our breath. As we slowly, unconsciously begin to deepen our breath. And as we slowly, unconsciously deepen our exhale. And if Ujjayi breath is in your practice, I encourage you to start. Atakarata isahayatara. As we listen to the sound of our breath on the in-breath. And we feel how it feels on the exhale. As we feel the cool air on the in-breath. And we feel the warm air leaving. And a few more breaths on your own. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart center. For in our heart center is the home of our holy fire. In every breath that we take with intention, fans the flames of our holy fire. Increases the fire. and allows the bright light to make cracks in who we think we are, make cracks in our blockages, this debris collected through normal life. And as this light makes its way through, our perception and everyone else's perception of this bright light is increased. As we invite and allow the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us all, in every way, and everywhere, and every when. Now I invite you to start the divine flow if you have not done so already. Let us take the energy from our heart center, and move it up through the chakras, moving it up through Vishuddha, through Ajna, through Sahasrara, up through Vyapini, moving it up through the realms, and entering into the highest source of consciousness, where there is only unconditional love. It is the home of the holy fire, where there is no ego, where there is no judgment, where it always respects free will, and the power is unlimited. Let us bring back more pure holy fire, down through the realms, through Vyapini, purifying it, through Sahasrara, purifying it, through Ajna, purifying it, through Vishuddha, purifying it, and back into Anahata, our heart center. Combining this energy thoroughly and purifying Anahata, Arhashiyata, Atakaryata. Now let us ground this energy effectively, Nyaryushkototo, moving it down through the chakras, Nahakasesiyarata, down through Manipura, purifying it, down through Svadhisthana, purifying it, down through Muladhara, purifying it, through Vasundhara, purifying it, growing roots down into Mother Earth, down, 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 deep into the core of Gaia, Arsaneyareta, wrapping these roots around the heart of Pachamama, giving her a great big hug, no matter what name you call her, and bringing back her grounded love, up through the root system, through Vasundhara, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura, and back into Anahata, our heart center. Thoroughly combining this energy, Niharoto Otoro Ananata Karyata. Now let us turn over to our inner being to continue this divine flow, effortlessly, naturally, and completely, without any conscious thought whatsoever. Arihishkonoto urhata atara, hiskananata, iariata, hat karyarto hota arhata. And now on the exhale, let us consciously push out this energy from our heart center, out from all of our chakras, radiate it outward, out from our physical bodies, out from our auric field, and into every aspect of our awareness. Hiriyarata ata, achahayarata he kaya akatarata. So the process for this, we will start off with one Aum, We will chant Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times using the mala of joy. On the 8 count, the default audio track will keep count, so will I. It will let us know when we move up through the chakras, and so will I. And it'll let us know when we are on the last one. And at the end, we will close out with one Aum. And if a stray thought comes in, or if you yawn when you're supposed to chant, or if you hiccup, or if you need a drink of water, or if you mess up on the count, whatever it is okay. Be easy on yourself. Just pick up with the next chant, and allow those thoughts to go away. So we did not create a chest yet. So let us create in our mind's eye, in our imagination, in your imagination, a chest of your creation. And in this, we're going to put in all of our limitations. Let us put in all of our anger, all of our fears, all of our worries, all of our doubts, all of our stress. Everything on our to-do list, everything on our shopping list, just put it in the chest. Let us also put in our guilt, our shame, our grief. Let's also put in our lies, especially the lies we're telling ourselves. Just put it in the chest. We can get it out later. Let's also put in our illusions, including the illusion of separation. And let's put in all of our attachments. Just let our inner being do that. It knows what the lies that we're telling ourselves. It knows what illusions we have. It also knows what attachments that we have. Askihatara, iriarana, atahata, itakoroto, uratahatirata. It's also put in there everything we're going to do the rest of the day, maybe this evening. Everything we're going to do this weekend, and any time in the future. Let's also put in what has already happened today. And any time in the past, just put it in the chest. Let us also ask our inner being to put in this chest anything that it feels may distract us, anything that no longer serves, from our time with our chant, from our time with our breath, our time with the energy. Let us close the lid on this chest, and let's set it aside. It shall be there for you at the end of meditation, if you so desire. And again, the process is we will chant Om Mani Padme Hum. We will start off with one Aum. Chant Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times on the 8 count, using the mala of joy. I will keep count, Sikyaturya, let you know when we move up through the chakras, when we're on the last one. And at the end, we will again close out with one Aum. Nyohoroto Otoro Okeata Hisa Ananakatitiariata. And a breath in for Aum. Aum. Starting off with Vasundhara, and a breath in to chant. Aturo ututu ushai haya hakatata arata isanata katara hata. Ichikoro tohotoraya. Atakarata hiriata. Aturo hokotora anata ata. Hisho utoro hotarata. Achikahatara hatiriata. Atukoroto hotoro hota. Ichkaharata hatarana hati. Haturo utoro utana katatiria. Atkarata hati. Atoroko otoro onahata. Atkatakara heta hata. Achkaheta atara. Haturo hokotoro onata ata. Hishahakanata. Ichkahatara heta tehirarata. Achkohoroto to. Atkiariata hanata hata. Koroto hutoro hutona hata tehirahata. Atakaretaha. Atoro hokotoro onata ati. Hishoto uhutora hata. Ichkanahate tiriarataha. Atoro hokotoro onata. Ichkaharata anata atitiariataha. Hotoro hokotoro. Ichkanahata taharetaha. Achkoroto hotoro. Hisakanahati tiariataha. Hatoro otanata kahe. Ichkahariata ana. Atukoroto hotoro hotada. Ichata ata. Iskonota utokoro utakarata. Moving up to Muladhara. Hututu uhutariata. Atukoraya hatara hata. Atakanata hatitakari. Ichikaharati rata. Atoro hokotora hana. Achikihariata hanata. Hatoto ohota harihea. Achkoroto hoto. Aturo hoto nonatakaya. Ichikaharayatara. Itukonoto horoto hota. Atakarate hiata anata. Ichuhoroto orhotatara. Ichahatata anahatakiriata. Hatukuroto hotara. Ishohotoro hotanata atara. Ichikatate hiriata hatara. Atakuroto hotoro. Atura hokonata atara hata. Hitoto uhotoriata. Achikohorataha. Atkanata harataha. Itohoroto utahatara hita. Uchkaharata hirataha. Achikohoroto hotana. Itoro hokotoro hunata ahiata. Ashihiso utoro hota. Ichkaharana. Ichukoroto hotoro huta. Ishahanata karaheta. Ichkohorota ayata atana hakera. Atkoroto hotoro. Ishkono hotoro hotatara heta. Hatuto uhutura hatatara. Ashakahanata haraheta. Atokoroto uhukatara. Ituhuro utanaka. Moving up to Svadhisthana. Hutu uhutiaria. Atakahata tahanata heriata. Uchuhoroto hotoro. Ichkoranata atara hatatiriata. Ichkahanata hatitahara. Ishahatakara hiato oro. Huto otoriata. Ishkanahata hara. Iriarata hataka herta. Haturu uno hokati. Hachkariata hana. Hachihatiti ariarta. Ishohotoro otana hakaya. Achihitoro
Om
Todana
Mani Padme
Atkoreatahana
Hum.
Ashaheaka Asanahata Itoto Ohotorahatata
Om
Ashahanatakara
Mani Padme
Itoro
Hum.
Kotoro Onatakara Ishahakata Rahatatini Ariataha
Om
Achikohoro Hotora
Mani
Hanatakara
Padme Hum.
Ishahotoro Hotoro Ishahanatakaharetiaria
Om
Utohoroto Una
Mani
Hatakarihete
Padme Hum.
Ichkaharata Hayarataha Atkoroto Hona Ashahayaka
Om
Asakatiaria
Mani Padme
Ichkorota
Hum.
Nahatitiaria Atkoroto Hatoro Ishanatakara
Om
Haturara
Mani Padme
Ichkahanata Hayarata
Hum.
Achahotorota Atkanata Kariarata Hotoro
Om
Ushahayaka Asa
Mani Padme
Atukoroto
Hum.
Hotoro Ukuna Achihiriata Hatati Takarata Arakohonoro
Om Mani
Atoroshahaya Ara
Padme
Ishohuna
Hum.
Ara. Moving up to Manipura.
Om
Hatitikiarata
Mani
Ishkana
Padme
Hatata
Hum.
Anahasisira Atoro Hokotoro Anataka Ishahatata Anahakiaria
Om Mani
Achkarata Hatuto
Padme
Horoto
Hum.
Achkahanata Araha Itiariarato Ohotono Hoto
Om
Ishohokotoro
Mani
Unakatari
Padme
Hatora
Hum.
Ishahanata Harietaha Ashahaka Era Atana Ata
Om
Isoko
Mani
Utori Hatara
Padme Hum.
Achkaharata Anahatitara Atukuru Huturu Hukanata Atara
Om Mani
Hashohotoro
Padme
Hutanahatakara
Hum.
Ishkanahatetiariartaha Atkarata Haturoho
Om
Hatura
Mani
Hukunoto Orohata
Padme Hum.
Atkahara Shahea Iskanahatitiariartaha Atukoroto
Om
Hutoro
Mani
Ishaheka
Padme
Atara
Hum.
Hatanata Haraheta Ishkanahatitiariarata Hati Ashahakiara
Om
Atakanata
Mani Padme
Ishohotoro
Hum.
Utananatakara Ishahatata Ayera Ikahanata
Om
Atiariarata Hata
Mani Padme
Atutur
Hum.
Ushaheka Asana Itikahatara Artitata Ishahakatawara Hutuno
Om Mani
Achiharata
Padme Hum.
Anahakatara Hata Ikanata Tiariarata Hata Arkahaya Shahayak
Om Mani
Itoroto Ana
Padme Hum.
Atakahatara Harata Kahiata Ishahana Atakataraha
Om
Kayakotoroho
Mani Padme
Itikariarata
Hum.
Ishahanara. Moving up to Anahata
Om
Utuhututu
Mani
Ushahayata
Padme
Tarati
Hum.
Ayakatara Sokono Uruhotota Atitiwaria Atakahatara
Om
Hatare Hashiara
Mani Padme Hum.
Katihariartahana Atahatara Hayata Arhirtaha Achkara Terohoto
Om Mani
Ishkunohotorayata
Padme
Anatakari
Hum.
Atakarata Atakaraheta Hushoto Utoriata Hatita
Om Mani
Achkaharata
Padme Hum.
Achkohoroto Uhota Tarahata Itakatara Haratearia
Om Mani
Ishkanhatara
Padme
Kiniharata
Hum.
Atkoroto Uhota Itkuriacha Hatara Ana
Om
Hototo
Mani
Uhuchiariata
Padme
Hataraha
Hum.
Awahakatatiaria Achihiriarta Hatatka Hasata
Om
Hisoto
Mani
Uhota Dara
Padme Hum.
Ishkahanata Hara Iskanahatiti Gariarta Hatita
Om
Hatuto Uhota
Mani
Arhati
Padme Hum.
Achkahea Saaka Arwacha Atkuruhutono Itiariarta Hanata
Om Mani
Achkahatara
Padme
Harayaga
Hum.
Asakaha Aturuhutona Hatiaria Hashahatara
Om Mani Padme
Hatutu
Hum.
Uhutiare Hatatu Hana Itukura hatar haya atar.
Om
Konoto horota.
Mani Padme
Itikariata
Hum.
hanata kahata. Isha hatarta yaria. Ishohokotoro.
Om Mani
Utukuriataha. Isa
Padme
anaha.
Hum.
Moving up to Vishuddha.
Om
Hututu uhuta.
Mani Padme
Itukorata hatara
Hum.
nati. Achihariarta hanaka eto. Ututu uhushia.
Om
Atakahe asha.
Mani Padme
Atiariarta.
Hum.
Arshahakanataha. Atutu uhutoriataha.
Om
Achikahatata
Mani
hariataha.
Padme Hum.
Katunra hutor ukanatata. Itiariarata hatita kahata.
Om Mani
Achuhutoroho.
Padme Hum.
Hutukurieto hutara anata. Hitata anahakaya atara harati.
Om Mani
Ichkoroto huta.
Padme Hum.
Ishahakanata arhatitara. Ichkahatata anahatakatiariara.
Om
Arashahayaka
Mani
asaha.
Padme Hum.
Kanata arhatati itara. Kinoto rohotata arhata.
Om
Ichkaharata
Mani
hiratata.
Padme Hum.
Kanata hayacha. Iskoho toro o kanata atitiaria.
Om
Atoro o kanoto
Mani
rahatiara.
Padme Hum.
Achikahesa akara. Aturo hokotono nahatura. Ichahatata
Om
harahatitara.
Mani Padme
Isohokotoro.
Hum.
Utoro hokanata. Haya atatiriarata.
Om
Akahanata kareata
Mani
hata.
Padme Hum.
Haya kotoro hotornaha. Atshihiaka atatara.
Om
Haskuno hotoro
Mani
hotadariata hatara.
Padme Hum.
Kanata hatara hatita. Achikiarata hatara arnaha.
Om Mani
Isohokotoro
Padme
uhutunanate hariara.
Hum.
Moving up to Anya.
Om
Atihataha.
Mani
Iskono hukuto
Padme
uraya.
Hum.
Ichahatata kariata. Isahanata kareitata. Haturo huturo
Om
hutana.
Mani
Akahera
Padme
shahea.
Hum.
Aturo hukanata arta. Kaihe katara he tarate.
Om Mani
Anoto
Padme
huroto utora.
Hum.
Hatiria rata kanata arihaskono. Huturo utura heata.
Om Mani
Kaihe katara heskana.
Padme Hum.
Aturo hukotoro utanata. Ichahatata arhatatiriara.
Om
Akahera.
Mani Padme
Aturo
Hum.
hukotoro hanata. Achihayaka asasa. Atukuranata tiariara.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Hayakotoro hutanata. Ashkanahatata atara araya.
Om
Atuhuturu
Mani
utanahaka.
Padme Hum.
Atkarata hatitaha. Achiariarata hana. Aturoto
Om
uhuto tariara.
Mani Padme Hum.
Haturo hukonota arha. Atkarata hatitkariarta.
Om
Ichkarata
Mani
isahanata kaheyata.
Padme Hum.
Aturo hukotora hanata harati. Ishkana hatati ariarataha.
Om Mani
Achkoroto
Padme
uhutoro
Hum.
onataka. Isahakatari arata. Hatur utananata ariara.
Om Mani
Achkaharata.
Padme
Iskana
Hum.
hatata arahatitaha. Itoro onoto korayata.
Om Mani Padme
Kanatahara
Hum.
atakakara. Moving up to Sahasrara. Hatutu
Om
uhuta.
Mani Padme
Itakanatariata.
Hum.
Atoro hokotoro ataana. Hishahatata arheata.
Om
Atkarati
Mani
hitara.
Padme Hum.
Aturo hokotoro anata atara. Ishkuno hotoro tatatara hita.
Om
Achkaharata
Mani
hayara.
Padme Hum.
Atukoroto ohona. Itahatara akatatiriara. Hatu
Om
uhuna.
Mani Padme
Atkiriarataha.
Hum.
Atukoroto ohota atara. Ichikahanata atira. Ichikaharata hearata ata. Kanate tiariara kahasakatira. Hatutu uhutoraha. Achkaharata a. Hisukuhuto nonoto urhata tarakahya. Atkarishka hieta etikoro. Kahikuturota anahaska acharyara. Aheata a. Konoto horoto ohota. Kaya hakatata anatakarya. Iskono hotoro hotota hara. Ichukoroto huna. Harahartkana aratatieta. Iskono uto horota hatayara. Achkaharata hira. Konoto horota. Isanataka tekarshihiskahaya. Ichkaharati hitara hatatita. Akaharana atakata. Itakariara. Itoto uhota. Atihariara kahana. Moving up to Vyapini. Atuto uhuna. Ichahatata hiriatahana. Atakarata atitaharaha. Ishohonoto otanahatira. Atakorono hotora. Itihariaratahana. Ishohotoro ukonata atara. Hitoto uhutara. Ikanahatatara hatitara. Kayakahasha heaka anata ata. Itokoroto hota. Ishohonoto uhuka erahata. Achaheka tata. Iskahati tiariara. Atakoroto uhona. Ichohototo uhutata tiaria. Iskanahata tiariara tahatia. Atokoroto uhukutana. Achikihiriarata hanata kahata. Ishohototo uhuraya. Atakariarataha. Ashkanahye roto usha. Ita ariata hakatiya. Koto huto uhuta haraha. Ishanahata hata hera. Kanata hatiriara. Atihiriarata hakiata atar shaheko. Hutoto uhutara. Ishkunahotora haya. Atihiriarata hakiata. Hitoto uhukaya. Ishahanata kare. Iskanata. Hirea. Last one. Hututu uhuta. Iskunahuta. Anahata. Inner breath in for Aum. Aum. Stay here for as long as you like. Maybe even pause the video if you like. To spend more time in the energy. When you are ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now, to the present moment. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe invite in some gentle movements. Maybe switch your legs like I'm doing. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. I'm moving out of the sun. So, congratulations, my friends. You have completed you have completed day number 90 of Shine Stargate Heart. Illuminate your natural essence effortlessly, naturally, completely, simply by spending time with our inner being. I encourage you to journal about your experience, whether you write yourself an email, you write it out with pen and paper, and if you're one of those that are inspired to write light script or speak light language, go ahead and make a recording. Afterwards, two things came through for me, besides what I need to write. Maybe with the visions, or just your experience, whatever it is, maybe write down some supporting statements of those ideas, of your vision, your imagination of your blissful kingdom. And maybe even include some statements from yesterday, some loving and supporting statements about how you felt, about how you feel, about this dream, this imaginative experience. Write as many as you can. If you can write 3, excellent. If you can write 10, excellent. If you can write 20, excellent. These are you supporting you in your dreams, in your imagination, of the conversation with your inner being. They also talked about Om Mani Padme Hum, the Mani, the jewel, which is you. And the jewel in the lotus, and maybe bringing our jewel. We did it the other day by collapsing all of our chakras, unifying all of our chakras in the heart center. I believe we did it in Ajna, but we brought it all up to the third eye. Maybe when they guide me during Sahasrara, that will bring everything up to the crown. So we don't have to delve into this idea of separation, that our inner being is actually different from who we are, or our higher self is actually different from who we are. Beyond the ideas of their separation, this jewel of Manipura, our intention and inspiration, bringing this jewel up to the crown, to our throne room, to our kingdom. This fabulous jewel that is shining, that's our inner being. But living with intention in our kingdom, living with intention on our throne, righteously. Now this isn't the righteous that most people have the definition where I'm adhering to the goodness, akatiria rataka, or right and wrong, akasaya tarya chaka. Let's go beyond this good and evil. Let's go beyond this right and wrong. It's right to our inner being. Akatiria, what's right, what is true, what is aligned, akatiria chata, with our inner being. That's all it means. Asahakata kuryo. But what is askutarieta atakarieta? When we were working on Manipura, we were exploring Sankalpa, Nyaryashka Aturyo Otariatata. And we talked about this Sankalpa of our inner being, Akatirya Shahanakatuko. Not just our conscious intention, which is bathed in ego and bathed in want and desire and lack. We want these things that we can't have or don't have, and we want, and we feel it's going to improve our life. That's lack. See, but our inner being has its own intentions, has loving intentions towards us. We can see our inner being when we look in the mirror. When we look beyond the judgment. When we look into the playful child that's inside, when we look at the beautiful light that's inside, when we look at our successes and our gratitudes instead of our failures and our disappointments, instead of looking at the guilt and the shame, we can look at the love that we're sharing with other people. We can look at the positivity that we're sharing. We can look at the smiles that we're sharing, or whatever means something to you. As we live, most people understand how I view the shadow side. It's there. But our shadow side is only there because a light is shining. And some density is in between the light source and where the shadow is being cast. That's it. And we can get rid of the shadow by shining the light on it, or we can move the shadow by shining the light on it. We're in this world of duality down here in Ajna, where the shadow and the light exist, the yin and yang, where the up here it doesn't have to be that way, but yet Sahasrara is still in the physical body, it's still in this physicality, even though it's talking about it's the seat of our highest source of consciousness, or we can reach it from our physicality from here, by us being satisfied with our role of our reality, content, and hopeful, and looking forward or excited with the unfolding of our reality, our creations, our manifestations. Then we're engaging upwards. Tomorrow we start our radiation process, our letting our inner being shine our righteous rule throughout all of our kingdom, allowing our inner being. And maybe today's video is igniting our kingdom. And maybe in our supporting statements, we say, how can we not only get the queen, the king, excited about leading our life? How can we excite our kingdom and the citizens of our queendom our empire, akaryacha, our reality, how can we excite our citizens with our intention, our sankalpa from our inner being? This loving, kind, compassionate, joyous, and harmonious being. Maybe we can write some of those igniting statements. But it's up to you. This is your reality. You are the change. 55, 55. Sohokotora ishkana hatata atara isa akiarata. So congratulations, my friends, for completing day number 90. And I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Shahiakoto ura aranahiata and shine on akehisa akatakaria. Thank you, Sarah, for that. Diakatakariata. So utu urtakariata. And make it a great day. Make it a great weekend. Niakatara arasaninitia, whatever great means to you. Utukurishahiakatakariata. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else? Hakata ara hisa a kanata hatara hatira.